The City of Tshwane remains without a mayor. A Tshwane council meeting to elect a new mayor collapsed yesterday after the ANC and EFF walked out. This has raised concerns that the Gauteng government may place the city under administration. The Democratic Alliance had nominated Economic Development MMC Randall to replace Stevens Mokgalapa, whose last day as mayor was on Wednesday. The ANC and EFF walked out after demanding Speaker Katlego Mathebe resign from her post. Let's get the very latest now. And in studio, we've got Co-operative Governance and Traditional Affairs Deputy Director General Willy Bhila. Sir, thank you very much indeed for your time. Before we get to the situation in Gauteng, I want to try to get your take with regards to the district development model. It's interesting, but sometimes the detail can fly over our heads. So I want to maybe, if you can, break it down for us, because Gauteng, I know, has something called the GGT, which is Growing Gauteng Together, which talks, I guess, to the district development model. Basically, the vision, as I understand it, is one district, one plan, one budget, one approach. What does that mean practically on the ground?
Thanks again, and good morning to your viewers. What it means is you have integrated development, planning.
Right.
From national level, national sphere, provincial sphere, and local government level, including the private sector as well. They are also included. That is in the district development model. Mm-hmm. Everybody is included. Civic organizations are also included. You look at which projects can be prioritized, mm-hmm. which can give impact. Right. And these projects will then be monitored from national, provincial, in the district. In other words, you look at all the local municipalities and you say, uh-huh. from these local municipalities, which projects can we, put into place that can give a high impact in right. terms of service delivery and improve the quality of life.
So how different is it from the way things are currently happening?
At the moment, in Gauteng, remember Gauteng has got the Gauteng City Region approach, and the Premier then decided that we'll have the Growing Gauteng Together being run from his office.
Yeah.
The municipalities in the two districts, that is Sidibeng and the West Rand, have been requested to prioritize, not to give a long list of projects, just prioritize, high-level projects that can have high impact. And these projects will then be resourced right. from the office of the Premier, as well as from national.
Right.
And there will then be monitoring of implementation from that level.
Important to understand high-level
yes.
Projects
yes.
with high-level impact. So that's the biggest takeaway, because it all boils down to service delivery. And yes. I guess it's a perfect segue yes. to get to why we brought you here in the first place, which is to discuss the City of Tshwane, because service delivery is at the heart of some of the issues that we're dealing with. Yeah, we had the meeting to elect a new mayor collapse yesterday. So the city currently has no mayor. That means it affects service delivery. Big concern.
Let me indicate that the MEC, Honorable Maile, is very much concerned, together with the provincial government, about the unfortunate incidents that have been taking place in the City of Tshwane, which have resulted in the collapse of council sittings. Mm-hmm. As a result of that, the MEC has taken it upon himself to address communication then when these incidents happened from last year, December. And when he requested the council to give him an investigation report as to what has happened, he could not find any joy from that. Mm-hmm. As a result, what he did in February, he then appointed Advocate Maluka mm-hmm. From Johannesburg to proceed with investigations and provide the MEC, with recommendations in the form of a report that must detail whether the Speaker has misconducted herself mm-hmm. in terms of the code of good conduct of councillors or not, mm-hmm. so that the MEC can apply his mind and move on with the matter. So but it must be understood that what the MEC really intends to do is to give support to that municipality.
So he initially suspended the City of Tshwane Speaker Katlego Mathebe, as well as the former Johannesburg Speaker Vasco da Gama as well, and accused them of abusing their office and being constitutional delinquents. He then revoked the suspension, saying that the matter should be dealt at council level.
Yes.
In hindsight, was that a good move?
Look,
considering what we're dealing with.
The MEC received legal advice, and based on the legal advice at that particular stage, based on the facts that were placed before him, he was of the view that the legal advice was correct. But when he was given legal advice again that it was risky to proceed with that sanction, the MEC, acting rationally and objectively, with a good spirit of, IGR, intergovernmental relations, and to give support in terms of the Constitution, decided that it was best and rational to rescind that decision. It was done with a good spirit to give support to the City of Tshwane.
So these are the cards we dealt with now.
Yes.
The city doesn't have a mayor. The DA was expected to nominate Randall Williams. I'm not sure if the EFF or the ANC have nominated their people for mayor.
Yes.
The city is now in limbo. This is the grey area, and we come back to service delivery issues. What is the process now going forward?
What must now happen is that we give them 7 days, but remember that...
So they got 7 days?
Yes.
Yeah.
The speaker is still there. The acting city manager is still there. But also today, as I speak to you, the council will be sitting today at 3 o'clock to consider an item on the extension of the contract or appointing somebody new to act as a city manager. So which means at the moment, the speaker and the city manager are both discharging both the executive and the legislative functions of council.